So I just wanted to add an additional couple of additional points to the cloud VPN, the cloud NAT um, issue of using the external shared IP address. So we determine that the IP address we're using is what we've got here, 34.29.242.227, and we also determine that we can see that in the external IP address. So what happens, like we've said, if we create another VM, we should be able to get the same IP address. So let me just do that. So I'm in the VPN, the original VPN. I'm going to create a similar VPN2. We can just go down just to make sure all the settings are correct. We want to make sure that we don't have anything enabled on the external side. There you go. Okay, that's fine. So let's create that. And then the trick is to go into SSH into this machine and see if it picks up the external IP address from the cloud NAT. And we should have the same address which we've got here, 34.229.242.227. So the theory is that it will. So we just want to see that and demonstrate that in practice. It's just coming up now. It does take a minute or two to create. So what I'll do in between, I thought it will come up sooner, but what we can do, we can just, okay, so now we managed to get instance 2 VM up and created. It's not showing any external IP address. So we want to see if we got the same kind of information as that. So if you can see on the right hand side, we've got VM1, or better still, maybe I should do it like that. So VM1 is on the left hand side, and you can notice it had an IP address of 34.29.242.227. So if I run the same command again, we should have the same address. There we do. We got the same address. So if I go to pingbbc.com, I can ping out to the internet. So every VM I create, in theory, will grab or sit behind that external NAT address. Now, if you just want to look at it in a bit more detail, let's go here. We go to networks. We can go to our VPC networks. Because our VMs are based in the default network default, if I pick it from within the VPC networks here, there's an interesting thing here for those who want to look deeper in the networking side. These are all the routes which is for that network. Now, if you go anything um, going out has got a gateway. Now, the interesting thing is if you go, let's go to routes here. Let's shift this over to default and we'll put the Iowa because our devices are there. So we've got all the routes going into the individual subnets, but going out here, we see something interesting. Going out to 0.0.0.0 means going out to the World Wide Web, the public environment. And there you go. It's pointing to the default internet gateway. So we can actually see the route aspect here. And then when you click into it, you've got the ranges and you've got the instances which are being used there, which we created. So that's the background to how CloudNet works. Obviously, if you want to delete it, you go back into CloudNet and I can delete it this way. I can go into one of my VMs ping it that way. And it should have stopped pinging, and it has stopped pinging because CloudNat has now been removed. So I just wanted to add that in as part of the conclusion on the background of CloudNat. So the pressing point to finish off is CloudNat allows you to use multiple VMs behind a single IP address, and it's hidden or protected behind this single IP address. Much better solution than having a VM with particular IP addresses associated with each one. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, please leave a message, leave a like, and I'll get on to do more of these. Thank you.